couple sentences later here, it says, client admits to history of anxiety, eating disorder, attention deficit disorder, bipolar disorder, codependence issues, and occasional insomnia. Do you see that sentence?
Yes.
And based off of this note and specifically the language that says client admits, you believe that this is something that Ms. Heard would have reported to you?
As you stated, because it says client admits, I would make that assumption.
Now, I'd like to direct your attention to a sentence in the middle of this entry. It says, RN and CT discuss CT's history and current relationship. CT reports difficulty with jealousy, issues, and anxiety around fiance's fame and ability to interact with females often. Did I read that correctly? And that's a note that you wrote, correct? Do you recall Ms. Heard expressing the sentiment to you?
Again, like we discussed earlier, I don't recall that specifically. I do have a general sense of jealousy, anxiety issues popping up throughout the years.
Became frustrated with wait staff over miscommunication. CT calmly repeated herself to staff to resolve issue. CT expressed frustration over conflict to RN. RN reflected change in coping mechanisms as CT's previous coping skills involved impulsive anger and yelling. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
It says down here at the bottom of the notes, client's fiance offered emotional support. Is that accurate to your recollection?
I don't recall. I would have to refer to my nursing note, as it's probably a lot more reliable than my current memory.
Notified that client requires assistance. Upon arrival, client noted to appear irritable, loud, and angry. Client screaming at times and appears agitated. Client's crying and states she got into a verbal argument with fiance after RN departed.